Aromas, this is Aromie here. Welcome back to our live Baxter DLC. We're here coming home from our date. Ma is waiting. Sweetie, you're back. I heard the door open. Mom's laugh rang out from behind her, out of the pan and into the fire.
No.
Whoa there, no need to jump on Michiko without giving her the chance to take her shoes off. For all we know, it's been a very informative and tiring day. Very, actually. You guys are not gonna believe it. I have a boyfriend. Mom came up in front of you and Mom peered over her shoulder. You could see the smirk on Mom's face to go along with the pointed implications in her choice of words. For all that Mom appeared to be tempering Mom's enthusiasm, they were both guilty of speculating what you were up to all day, and now was their chance to finally find out. While her wife rested a hand on her shoulder, Mom beamed angelically, the picture of innocence. She was the last person to bowl someone over the minute they got home. Honest.
Huh?
What's going on exactly? Your sister's voice. Oh my god. Okay, ladies, sit down. Your sister's voice drifted out from, over the couch. Liz had been sitting watching TV, but spun around to see what the commotion was about. Her show forgotten. The gang was all there, and in only a matter of seconds. So how did it go? Did you have a nice time with our new neighbor? Oh, so that's where you've been all the afternoon. Out with a gentleman caller. How charming. Your sister leaned over the back of the couch with a biting grin on her face. She could have given Baxter a run for his money. Yes, Michiko's getting to know Mr. Ward. The rest of us would like to know him as well. Ma, you're just Snoop, you laugh. Calm down, Ma, I'll get to it. He, Baxter, asked me out on a date. I had a lot of fun. You wanted to scoop on Baxter. I got the deets. Yo. Which one would be more impactful? I think the date. Look. The look of their faces. You couldn't contain it any longer. The word gushed out of your mouth in a confused torrent. The ladies are shook. There was a dead silence. For a moment, your family merely stared at you. Then they opened their mouths in unison. Liz looks angry, though. She looks shocked and sad and confused. She's just completely shocked. What? You were afraid this would happen. Everyone started talking at once, demanding to know the specifics. You tried your best to elaborate. I mean, technically he asked me if today was a date and whether I'd want to have any more of those. I didn't say no, so... You looked down at your lap, feeling painfully awkward. That's what happened. Liz managed to recover her senses a little after your explanation. Her shock gave way to something else, something more twisted. She grinned wickedly and her eyes flashed with amusement. Well, that has to be a record. At least on this street, someone give that man an award. She said it with relish, giggling to boot. She was enjoying this too much to let you live it down in a hurry. Across from you, Mom snorted with sudden laughter.
I see.
Well, at least we know one thing for sure about our new neighbor. He doesn't waste any time. She judged him accurately. That's exactly how you describe Baxter. A hurricane can have swept you off your feet half so fast as that. Next to her, Ma continued to blink in stunned silence. Of your parents, Ma was usually the one to encourage you to be social and make new connections with people. She basically shoved you out the door to go find out more about the new guy. The idea that you might get this involved with Baxter hadn't even crossed her mind. Perhaps sensing Ma's hesitance, Liz chimed back up. Teasing aside, congrats, little sister. It's not all on him. You know how to charm a guy, and he's lucky to have you. Well said, Liz. Baxter knows quality when he sees it. Now, hopefully, his properness isn't actually just an act. You take care and be safe, kiddo. I hope you have a fun summer.
Well...
And if not, we can always make sure he never sets foot in the state ever again. This finally was what jolted your ma out of her state of shock. She bapped her wife playfully on the arm in rebuke.
Pam!
What did we agree about that kind of shovel talk? We shouldn't resort to threats, especially not about someone Michiko cares for. She smiled sweetly, recovering her buoyant energy somewhat. And don't have to, regardless. If Baxter did anything wrong in this new relationship you have together, the guilt would eat him alive, I'm sure. Mom gave another hearty laugh and put an arm around Ma. They were two peas in a pod, the pair of them. Ma faced you fully, apparently more at ease now that the ice had been broken.
Isn't that great?
I agree, sweetheart. Baxter is very fortunate to have the chance to get to know you. Make the most of it, alright? Being able to see you happy is good enough for us. Thanks, I'm already happy. Okay, at least you guys knew. No, at least now you guys knew. So mushy. Yeah.
How sweet.
Alright, that's all from us now. Sorry, sweetheart. We're very thankful that you felt able to tell us. In spite of the inevitable ribbing, it felt good to have opened up about that. In their own ways, they all wanted you to know they were on your side no matter what choice you made. As the night wore on, your moms and Liz ended up chatting amongst themselves, engrossed in the conversation to the point where you were able to slip away unnoticed. On the way upstairs to your room, you found yourself glancing back at the front door, as if to catch another glimpse of Baxter over the street. You really hoped he got what he wanted out of the sights he saw. Sunset Bird was a special place to you. If you were lucky, then maybe Baxter had come to realize that as well. You certainly reached more of an understanding of him one way or another. Yet you were positive there was much still buried underneath the surface. So much more to his to his character than had appeared to be at their first glance. But you didn't mind. You'd known each other for such a small part of your lives. Of course, a single outing wouldn't be enough to quantify an entire person. What was special was that it might not always be that way. Currently, he was the bowling alley, shiny and new, but someday you might be as familiar with Baxter as you were with the shopping street, and this day was just one more wonderful step in that direction. Why is it still blocked out? Or did we already do it? We already did it technically. That's why it's grayed out, right? Yeah, okay. That's why it's an ice cream. So we okay, I get it now. Drinks, mountain planning. I don't know what the fuck that planning is. It looks like a fondue or cheese. Looks like probably chopped fondue, right? Anyway, that's where we're gonna stop for today. Next episode seems like we're gonna be at a coffee shop of some sort. Another date maybe. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.